100 already put it in. I pinned your comment. Appreciate that 100. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, what's happening, cousins? All y'all pull up. While we're waiting on the cousin to pull up, we're going to go ahead and get the pleasantries out of the way. I thought I had this open already. Did I close all my tabs? Look like I might have closed all my tabs. But anyway, let's get right into it. Welcome, 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 everybody. If this is your first time tuning in, I'd like to welcome you to Tim's Tidbits. This segment, the morning segment is called the overnight price action. The evening segment is called dinner discussion, aka the price action recap. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Y'all excuse me for not looking to you in your face while I'm talking, but I'm trying to get my tabs back open. But I get on Al Gore's internet every single day and I share my thoughts about the price action of what the stock market is doing. All right, I get on in the morning time at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we talk about the overnight price action. Get on again in the evening at normally 6:30, but during football season it's going to be 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We talk about what did the price action do that day. Were we wrong? Were we right? Did we hit a home run? Did we get struck out? We just talk about the price action, and I try to show what a full-time trader would do in any situation. We look at where we think the most high probability trades will be, and then other than I mean, stupid. What's up, Tasha? I just saw that. Y'all, if I sweet to know I can't focus and she popping stuff up on the screen. Hey, but yeah, man, if that sounds like something you interested in, please hit the like button. Whether it's on this side of your screen over here, if it's on this side of your screen over here, if it's in the middle, wherever the like button is, press the like button for me. That's all I ask that you do. I don't ask for a cent. I say I would do it for free 99 forever, and I will do it for the free 99 forever because I'm all about giving back to people. I love giving back to people, and hey, why not? Hey, let's thank our sponsors for today. Let me put the link in the chat. I got to put the link in the chat. The link is in the chat for anybody if they want to pull up and ask anything. Anybody that want to pull up and share anything, the link is in the chat. And now let's thank our wonderful sponsors at thenewtlr.com. Go to thenewtlr.com and pick up your Spider Gang merch so you can say, I'm not a bull or a bear, I'm a beast. I'm not a bull or a bear, I'm a beast. At thenewtlr.com. Let me put it in white for you so you can see it good. Thenewtlr.com. I'm not a bull or a bear, I'm a beast. It's the shop for accessories and apparel for traders and investors. Shout out our second sponsors, Banjo, new music by Il Jodam. Banjo now streaming on all streaming platforms. Banjo by Il Jodam. Thank you to our sponsors. And a secret, the new TLR is me, myself, and Banjo is made by my son. Yes, let me see your green shirt. Oh, I just had put you. It's gonna be green. You ain't gonna see you in here.
Oh, because I got the green background.
Yes, it's a green shirt. I have put you up because it's keyed out. If you got on a green shirt, it's keyed out, so they'll see the letters, but they'll just see right through you. There you go. Discipline over dollars. Discipline over dollars. That's my favorite one. Not just because it's on that beautiful woman right there, but that's just my favorite shirt. Discipline over dollars. Booyah! That went kind of suspect. We ain't playing that out. Let me see who in the chat, man. What's going on? Rhonda Green. Good morning, Rhonda Green. What's up, 100? What's up, Tasha and Snoopy? What's up, Tasha? Snoopy know what I said. What's going on, Michael? What's up, Lamar? What's up, Colleen? What's going on? Here to learn and share. What up, Red? What's going on, Brittany? Brittany? How's the tea and crumpets, Brittany? Brittany? It's because it was a different. You missed that live. it was a different Brittany. Her name was spelled different. And I said, this is Brittany. And the other one was Brittany. You missed that live. Stop interrupting me. Cool it now. You better cool it now. What's going on, Otis? What's up? Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle Tucker? What's up, Sanjay? What's going on, Sanjay? They are divine, darling. Uh-oh, Robinson here. Robinson here. Robinson here. Let's go back. Let's go on to business now. Y'all see how he do? Talk some Peeps and Tim. You know what I'm saying? Why you gonna do me like that right there? That's what I'm talking about, 100. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a beast. Hey, it said my shorty loves that green. Okay, then. That green is fine. Good morning to my sweetie. Look at a chart. Oh, you ain't look at a chart all morning. That was up. What you chilling out this morning? Let's get into it, man. I done said what's up to my folk. Let's get into it, man. Let's put this back on the screen. Put that back on the screen. Let's go over here and look at our favorite friend. Spalene, where you at, baby? Here I go. What's up, Spalene? Spalene looking like she about to gap down. Let me get all the lipstick off the chart. Move out of the way, moving averages. Move out of the way, volume. Spalene looking like she finna gap down today. Yesterday we had a gap and go. Will we get another gap and go today? We fell, what is it? 429.66. Is it 429.66? Yes, 429.66. I could have looked right over there. Why y'all ain't say, Tim, just look to the right? 429.66 was last week's target. We didn't quite get there on the SPY. Got close enough for government work for me to close my positions. The Qs hit those relative equal highs. The Qs level was 330.29. The Qs levels were 330.29, and the Qs actually hit it last week. The Qs are resting still well above that at 333.06. Spalene is still short, just short of that, and right now it's getting ready to gap down this morning. Yesterday, like I said, we got a gap and go. The bullish momentum has continued. This week, however, in my humble opinion, is acting like it's trying to set up to be a bearish week. And y'all already know how I feel. Like on bullish weeks, I like to see it pull back and then go up just like last week. Like look at last week's price action, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We came down. Monday, we gapped up and sold down. Tuesday, we gapped down, went down a little bit. Wednesday, we gapped up and hung out a little bit. Thursday, we gapped up and pulled down. Friday, we gapped down and took off, right? So overall, it was a pullback, take off. That's how I like to see the bullish weeks. Start with a pullback and a takeoff, right? The bearish weeks, I like to see it go up, then come down. Well, Tim, why you like to see that? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. I like for it to pull back, run liquidity, and then go up. I like for it to go up, run liquidity, and then go down. I don't like to see it just continue to go up, or continue to go down, 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 down. It's not healthy price action. I like to see the ebbs and flows. I want to see the ebbs and flows. And right now, it's seeming like it's setting up to be kind of bearish on the week because Monday we gapped down and took off. Today, we're getting ready to gap down. If we gap down and touch yesterday's high or close, which was 427.21, or 420, I mean not yesterday, Friday's high or close, which is 427.21 or 427.10, and then push back up. That'll be just like yesterday when we gapped down and we came down and touched last week Thursday's high, so that we wouldn't leave any gap right there and took off. So if we gap down, touch that candle low, touch Thursday's candle, and then take back off, get above the target, get a little bit closer to that 200 moving average. To get to that 200, the 200 right now is the 200 daily is resting at 431.71. Right? Yesterday's close was 428.86. Right? So only thing we got to do what I said, get over here, line. 431.71, 431.71 minus 428.86. All it needs is $2.85 of movement above yesterday's close, right? That would just need to be to do. Come on, why it's not giving me? It does this. Don't be want to give me my lines. Okay, let me see if I got that right there. Settings. Come on. What is that? 471. I sit 72. Okay. And then the close was, what was the close? 86. 28.86. All right. That is a whopping 0.66%. If we can get 0.75% today, meaning close with 0.75% today, that'll put us at the 200 day moving average on the spot. All we need is less than 1% to the green today. Yes, we're going to gap down and push up, so it'll look like a much grander movement, just like yesterday, right? Look how much of a move that was yesterday, right? It looked like we moved a whole lot because we gapped down, but I think the spot closed at what was it? 0.41%. It was a 0.41% day because we gapped down and then went up. We handled the downside work by gapping down. We didn't sell down and then buy back up. We just gapped down and took off, right? So it looked like a big move, even though the day was only less than 0.5% on the day. So now we need less than 0.75% to hit the 200 moving average, right? But since we gapping down, it's going to look like a bigger move than what it actually is if it happens to get there, right? So yeah, like a percent move. Let's just say 1%. It's gonna look like 1% move when it's less than 0.75% that we need. But I think it's doable for the Bulls to go ahead and knock that out. Get up there to that 200 day so we can go ahead and start this little pullback that little Timmy Rogers need to come right back down here to this area here so he can start scaling into some more 2-year positions. You feel me? All right, let's go over there and look at the overnight price action. We looked at Spilene. We about to gap down. Looking at I'm looking at price action to see if it aligned with the thesis of let's push on up, hit that 200 day, get into this weekly gap so we can start pushing back down for the rest of the week. Let's look at what we're doing. Oh, look at how you doing, man. You already hit my levels. I marked at 5:30 this morning. All right. We already took out the sell side liquidity that I had marked this morning when I came in here, when the old man Blatter got me up. We have filled in this 15-minute fair value gap that we had here. I didn't mark it out because it's inside this 60-minute fair value gap, right? We filled in this 15-minute fair value gap and took out this sell side liquidity that I had marked at 42.8450. That was the overnight low. We got a new overnight low. Let's adjust that overnight low. The new overnight low is 42.8375. That's the new, bless you. That's the new overnight low and new sell side liquidity. 42. God dog it, Tim. I copied the wrong thing. I was trying to paste and I copied 42.8375 is the new overnight low and the new sell side liquidity. First stop sell side liquidity because we took out the previous one already. So now that we've taken out that overnight low, we have a fair value gap that was created. We came down. This is kind of weak breaking structure. It's giving me I've taken some liquidity to the downside and I want to push up a little bit because look how we came down and wicked back up off of that. We do have a fair value gap here that we got to be aware of at this breaking structure at what is that 42.93 even. We got this break, this 15-minute break. Let's go up to the 60-minute real quick. Let's look at this. Sideways Sally. Sideways Sally. We working our way down into this fair. Why can't we just get this fair value gap and go? Okay, we got down here. Let's look at this, man. I want to look at this real quick. Okay, this right here, this area right here, this was I had a 4-hour fair value gap marked around here somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. Okay, we got Sunday's gap down right there. Let me put this back. I want to look at this real quick because this price action looking kind of suspect to me right now. We had this gap down over here. It was in there somewhere like that. I think it was somewhere like that. Let me look at the 15-minute to make sure I did that right. Yes. I think that's it. Was that it? That's it right there. Okay, that was the gap. That was the Sunday gap down. All right, that's Sunday gap down. And then that 60-minute fair value gap. We got up here, wick down, got back into the gap down, came down. So we got the wax on. We got the wax on for the gap down. We got the wax off for the gap down, and then we blast through it because we took care of it. Wax on, wax off, blast through it, right? So we blast through, made this fair value gap here. So we went into the fair value gap a little bit, went into the fair value gap, almost touching the top of this candle right here, wick back off of it, and then came into the fair value gap a little bit deeper, right around that wick, and then wicked off of it. So we still haven't got a full wax on, wax off. We kind of doing it a bit at a time, but we haven't gotten a full wax on, wax off back down to the top of this gap down. So I need this price to get back down at least to the top of this gap down, right there with that fair value gap, the bottom of that fair value gap. That would make me happy about the price action. If we don't break down below this 812 high and touch the top of that gap down or the bottom of that fair value gap at 42.80.25, this price action gonna make me real mad because that's what I need to see. That'll give us a nice completion of this fair value gap right here, and it'll bring us right back here into this potential order block right here. This 11 o'clock candle, this big red 11 o'clock candle right here that's inside the Sunday gap down. That right there, let me mark it out. This right here, right there, that order block right there, that potential order block right there. We need to get back down to that to take care of this fair value gap, bounce off that order block, and then push back up. That's what I need to see for this price action today. And that's what it looked like it's trying to get to, but it's really taking its time. I don't know. Let's see how it play out, man. That's what I'm seeing right now. That's what I'm seeing now. That's what I want to see. Let's drop down to the 15-minute to see if there's anything inside that potential order block. Okay, we got a 15-minute fair value gap that's resting below the 60-minute fair value gap that I'm looking at. And inside that area, this is the more beefy down close candle, and it aligns right with the 60-minute order block. Like you have, let me get this out of the way for a second. You have this one over here, these two right there, and it go into like a 15-minute order block. But within that 60-minute area, this one right here is like nice, big, and beefy that lines with it. But we also have on the 15-minute level, these right here on the bottom side, these two counters here on the bottom end of this 60-minute range, and it aligns with a 15-minute fair value gap. So price can potentially want to get down to that area. But that's what I'm seeing on that right there. Let's see how it plays out. If you're playing off of it, the risk management, just know your risk management needs to allow to get below this sell side liquidity right here. So I'll be looking at this area and trying to figure out the best risk management for myself. But that's why I need to see price coming down to this order block right here and then pushing back up if it decides it want to push up. But if it comes here and decides it want to push down, let's go. I got downside, I got sell side liquidity resting below 42.64.75, and then the next sell side liquidity through all. It's a plethora of gaps. I refuse to mark all of these gaps that's coming down here. Then we got sell side liquidity at 42.49 to the downside. To the upside, I don't have a lot of liquidity spots to the upside. We got yesterday's high at 43.04.50, and then we got the buy side liquidity that I had marked yesterday that we never got to at 43.05.25. And we got a couple pit stops in between that we made overnight that I ain't bothering to mark out. The market about to open in 6 minutes, man. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up, let me go see what y'all talk about in the chat. And then we're gonna get to it. Happy that you're doing. $1 million question is which gap they gonna go for. Exactly. That's the $1 million question. It's a plethora of gaps down there. This is real junky price action. The price action been so junky, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. This take your money price action, man. This is what they be talking about when they be saying don't give your money back to the market during August. I ain't even gonna tell you, man. Last August, I was getting busted in my head left and right, man. August will take your money if you still trying to hit home runs and trade heavy in August, man. August, this price action so junky, man. It is so junky. That's hey, man. That's why I like swing trading, man. Cause all this junky daily price action. Look at this, man. Look at this gap. We got a gap there, a gap here, inside of a gap. You got two gaps inside that gap. Then you come down here, you got a gap here, a gap here. It's like you got gap on gap on gap on gap. And then I got another 60-minute gap mark right there. You know what I'm saying? Gap. Then come down, gap. Look at all these gaps, man. It's gap mammy. It's just so, and we just got into a daily fat. What's up, Zay? And that's why I took August off. Shout out to homie Zay, man. Zay. Zay, that's my dude, man. He amazing technical analysis trader. He amazing with the fundamentals. He be getting to the fundamentals too. Shout out to homie Zay. But yeah, this real junky price action, man. See profit, take profit. That's why I closed all my positions, Michael. I was close enough to government work to my target. I said, man, I'm out of here. When the Qs hit the target, Y'all can ask my sweetie. I text her when she be at work. She can't really be on the phone. I text her, send me the password to your thing so I get you out of position. And then I call. I just start ringing the phone because I know she gonna call me back. Hey, 100. Everybody, you love day trading. You hate swing trading, right? That's your trade identity. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm a swing trader. And I try to dabble in day trading, but I don't try to force day trading because that's how you start losing money. Like, since you're a day trader, right? And if you try to force yourself to be a swing trader, you're gonna start making dumb mistakes because your mind and your eyes don't see the price action like that. Like, remember that time 100 when you was like, man, Tim, you be seeing that stuff so far out, and it's like I be messing myself up because I see it far out and I be trying to force it on the shorter time frame, and I get bust in the head, and then it go where I knew it was gonna go because I was trying to force that weekly outlook on the daily. You see what I'm saying? So trade your book. If you're a day trader, keep busting them in the head on the day trading. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? What y'all talk about in the chat, man? Again, the link in the chat if anybody want to pull up. If not, I'm just going to go through the chat. You got to help me swing trade. Oh, for sure, man. Zay got to help me learn how to swing trade puts. He keeps saying, I got you, dog. That's how Zay sound. I got you, dog. Swing trade is all about patience and discipline. See, look how Zay gonna jump in the chat to help 100. But then when I say, Zay, you got to help me swing trade puts. I got you, dog. Towns, don't be coming in here with no foolishness, Towns. Towns, put something in the chat so I know that's for you for real. Put something in the private chat so I don't be pulling up with no meat. We don't want. We vegetarians today. What's up, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, my brother? How you doing today?
Chilling. What you got, man?
Not much, man. I got a question, man, because I'm full of listening to you every day. Okay, these fair value gaps and these gap downs. How do you decide when you're taking a position if it's gonna bust through it or if it's gonna bounce off of it? What you looking at when you see that?
Oh, if you say if I'm taking a position, how I know if it's gonna bust through it or bounce off of it?
Yeah, like what you looking at to say? Okay, yeah, I know this is a good chance it's gonna bounce off of this one.
Well, the things that if I don't know if you be remembering hearing me say it, like, for example, let's look at what we got going on today, right? It ain't no exact science. It's just about trusting the process and having your risk management in place, right? So where we at right here, this oh my bad.
Screen not up, I don't think.
And you on with me. You supposed to say, Tim, the screen ain't up.
I just saw it.
You all with me, just like I can hear your voice and you still letting me talk. Hey, so let's look at where we at here, right? I know
Right.
sometimes when I be like, be mindful of this, be mindful of that, right? So like right now, it's not like a clear direction of what the market want to do, right? You don't know what the market want to do right now. So when it's starting out like that, you got to be real careful because we got a fair value gap sitting right here on the 15-minute to our upside, right?
Right.
But we also trying to fill a fair value gap to our downside. So when it's like that right there, a lot of times I'll stay out of the trade because I don't know if it's gonna bounce off this one or if it's gonna blow through it. You see what I'm saying? Like how we got this fair value gap right here that we getting into right now, right? Let's say this fair value gap does its job and it pushes us back down. Like right now, it's going to here and it's acting like it's going to do its job, push us back down, right? So I'm going to sit here and wait until we figure out what we're going to do with this fair value gap and this green one that's below it, right? Once we get into this green one here and we bounce off and then we blow through this fair value gap like this right here, that's when I'm going to start looking for gaps on the other side to take it long. You see what I'm saying? Like right here, I'm chilling. I ain't doing nothing because I don't know which fair value gap is going to respect. You see what I'm saying? So I want to
Yeah.
wait till it's a point where I ain't got no other gaps that it's trying to get to. Then I'm gonna pull the trigger. And if that gap fail, I got my risk management in place to save me. But when I don't know, I ain't pulling the trigger. If it's two, like we got one to the top, one to the bottom, I ain't pulling the
Mhm.
trigger on either. I only want it to be one that either one or two in the same leg. Like over here on this leg to the far left, we got two over here to this same leg. How we came up yesterday, and then after the close, waiting for it to come back down. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I'm be looking for it to come back down to like bounce off of one of these gaps here because the only thing over here are the gaps. I ain't got no other gap that's like resting above me over here that I got to worry about. Should I take this trade? You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like right now, how we blowing through this fair value gap right here, we
Yeah.
blowing through it. I'm like, I don't like it because it's like right here we get like high. We didn't get this high. We didn't get this high. We didn't get this high. We did. You see what I'm saying? The high is getting lower and lower and lower. And if this candle right here stop and we turn around and start going back down, that's another high we didn't get. You see what I'm saying? We just study taking people out just to keep easing down lower and lower. This real junky price action, man.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, that's the way, you know what I'm saying? I start rambling. But the way I decide when I'm gonna pull the trigger is I sit it out until it's clear. You know what I'm saying? It's a slow, it's a I ain't taking a lot of trades. It's I'm watching 100 kill it and make money every day. You know what I'm saying? It's like I sit back, but I ain't got time to be guessing. I want it to be the most high probability trade because every fair value gap, just because it's a fair value gap, don't mean I'm gonna be trying to trade it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did I answer your question at all?
Yeah, you answer a question. It
Oh,
makes it.
okay
It
then.
makes it. It makes it. I mean,
You just
long
got the
story
Barry
short, it's
White on.
it's
You got the
like
Barry White voice on today. I don't know.
yeah, nah, it did, man. You know, I'm just getting up kids is what we up. But it makes sense, man. It's pretty much, it's a little bit of knowing your strategy and at the same time having years in this thing so you can kind of look at things like, okay, I see what I'm seeing already. So now I get it. I get it.
So when you be looking at like what's your struggle, if you will, with like trying to figure out which one to take. Is it like just not knowing? Is it like being impatient? Is it being like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's the struggle part of it for you, if I'm asking the question correctly?
I mean, the biggest thing right now is just trying to develop a strategy. Cause like I'm still like I was a big shorter. Like I shorted the market nonstop, and I made a lot of money that way. But of course, with the way we're going now, it's like okay, I really need to be able to make money both ways. So I'm trying to get a better strategy on when I feel comfortable taking a call. So listen to you kind of figuring out okay what fair value gaps play a part in the gap down. And I've seen that the market does handle its gaps. It's just when is it gonna handle it? And so now I'm just trying to build that confidence in that. So pretty much a struggle for me is just really developing a good strategy of when I'm gonna take a long call or not. Because the shorts I'm pretty comfortable in that. It's about the calls. It's like you got so many variables on that. It's like it's a headache.
Yo, and I tell you like this right here, man. Um, right now, right now ain't the right now ain't the best time to be trying to fish, trying to learn a new strategy for taking calls, because one, we still technically in a bear market, but
Right.
it's like it's trying to the market trying to show signs of it wants to birthed a new bull market. The Q's already birthed a new bull market, right? So right now
Yeah.
we at a real funny place where we have been running for the last 4 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks to the upside, and it's starting to run out of steam. So the price action starting to get real junky, and we in like a seasonal time where the price action is real junky, and we're coming up to a seasonal time where the market tends to do poorly. We getting ready to go into late August and September. The market tends to do poorly during those times historically. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
this is a bad time to be trying to fish out a new call strategy, because you're going to get frustrated because the market is not going to be giving you good moves to the upside to try to swing calls. Like, um, just I say, as far as like trying to buy calls for you, I would say just sit it out until after September over, and then start to try to develop a call strategy. You know what I'm saying? Or go back
Like even with
and
paper trade, because
yeah,
that's what
go back.
I
Don't
started to do with
don't
them.
don't even paper trade a call strategy right now. Go back and back test and try to develop your call strategy during a time where the market is giving you like good up moves, and go back and
Mhm.
back test that. Don't try to paper trade it now, because it's not gonna paper trade the same way you back test it, because right now the market ain't gonna give you that. You see what I'm saying? But go
Yeah,
back and back test it and try to develop it. Don't try to develop it in the live market, paper trading or taking real trades. You see what I'm saying? Like, go
yeah,
back and develop it by back testing, and then start forward testing it like after September is over. Like, start paper trading it, and paper trading it like around October, November. You see what I'm saying? Start paper trading it then, but go back and back testing and develop, because the market now is just gonna frustrate you. You see what I'm saying? Because
right.
you used to shorten, and you're fighting your natural instinct trying to develop a
Exactly.
call strategy, and it's going to frustrate you. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not going to give you what you desire in this market right now. You feel
Mhm.
me?
Yeah, I feel you. No. Yeah, that's probably the best advice I got because I'm back testing every AMAs, volume stuff like that, and I'm looking at people like, how the heck do you know people gonna come and buy into a stock and shoot it up? I mean, like I still ain't figured that one out. It's easy to know when somebody gonna drop a price on the stock, but that whole stock going up in value, me being a day trader, just like, man, I don't know how y'all to figure this one out without going to a call group, and I ain't looking to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just
Okay.
just go just go back. Whatever you like, whatever your strategy is for shorting,
Yeah.
whatever you don't try to learn nothing new. Whatever your strategy is for shorting, go back and do the reverse of it. Go back and back test and do the reverse of your strategy right now. Because whatever you doing to short, it be the same. Like the same, like what I do to short is the same thing I do to go long. My strategy is my strategy. I just flip it on his head. You see what I'm saying? Like, whatever your
Mhm.
strategy is for shorting, go back and back test your strategy flipped on its head in a time when the market going up. You see what I'm saying? Go back and find your use your exact strategies and flip it on his head. Go through the charts, do the chart time. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself sit down and do the. Can't nobody do it for you. Do the chart time, flip your strategy on his head, and go back through the charts and find your strategy. See where you would have taken that trade and it went right. See where you be honest. I would have took this trade right here and that would have went against me. I would have took this trade right here and I would have made that, and start to document all of that stuff. Make yourself do the chart time. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to get a new strategy. Just use your strategy you got now flipped on his head. Because it's the same thing. When the market go up and when the market go down, the same thing. Make a move just flipped upside down. You see what I'm saying? Just think
Yeah.
about it from a news standpoint. Good news take us up, bad news take us down. It's just flipped upside down. You see what I'm saying? Do the same thing with your strategy. And then when the market starts to move back up in a decent manner, then start paper trading your strategy or forward testing it, however you want to say it. Start paper trading it in the real market to see if your strategy is still holding up. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, now, just because it don't work for a week don't mean the strategy bad. It just may not be time to take that trade, because trading, swing trading, you got to have patience. Swing trading, you can't just get out here and think you're gonna hit a home run every time. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
especially going up, it don't the money don't come going up like it come going down. You know what I'm saying? The what they say,
Exactly.
the take the stairs in the elevator, whatever it is, the money come fast going down. But
I know. I love it.
if you only shorten, you shorten yourself because the stock market go up more than it goes down. The money
Yeah.
fast going down, but the money long going up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what everybody. That's what I keep saying. I'm just like, man, I need to figure out.
You sound like you fighting me. Your voice sound like you fighting me. Your voice sound like you don't want to hear. Every time you get on here, town, you have a butt in your voice. Yeah, I hear your butt. You got
Oh
the
no,
butt.
no, no, no. No, dude. This is just like this is the early morning voice. This is how this is, man.
Nah,
No,
I
no,
ain't talking about
I'm
your voice.
listening
I'm
to
talking
you.
about you was like, yeah, that's what everybody say.
No, it's
Hey,
like I
man.
hate it. You know how like your parent tell you something, you know they're right, but you just like, man, I don't want to
You
hear
remember
that.
what I told you last
You know
time?
what I'm
Remember what I
saying?
told you last time when
Yeah,
you
just don't trade.
just don't trade then.
Exactly. Trust me, I
Oh, we
remember
got
it was
some
like just don't
divergence
trade.
going on right now. We got the Q's, well, NQ going down and the Dow going up. So it's got the SPY stuck in the middle. I see junky, man. Junky price action. But yeah, man. So what you gonna do? You on live right now. What you gonna do? Tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do, man?
Like real talk, I'm gonna keep short. They
Yeah,
just
keep
coming
short. And
to
I'm talking about you
yeah,
say
they
you want
just
to
keep me.
develop
Oh
your
no, I'm
call
good.
strategy. What you gonna
No,
do?
I'm good on the call strategy. I haven't found no clear. I have nothing that I feel clear about right now as far as on the call strategy. So I'm good with wait. Like because I mean, like you said, man. I mean, this market's so insolvent. It's ridiculous, man. I'm looking at this like this stuff don't even make sense. But we got so many economic and macro factors that we got to fight into. I'm almost at the point where I'm like, I'm probably not gonna be able to even do calls until the end of the year or even January, honestly, to really get a good one because we still got the midterm, and
Yeah.
you can't control what people gonna do and how they gonna fluctuate the price or something just to make it look the way they need to look. So I was like, you know what, just wait, just sit back and wait. But I mean, at the same time, that doesn't stop me from gaining knowledge. So that's why I'm listening to you, writing down notes, kind of just developing my mind. Okay, maybe if it does this. But as far as putting something into practice, nah, I ain't finna put nothing into practice when it's going long for right now. Just gonna stick with the shorts.
Yeah, stick
I
with the
mean,
shorts. That's your thing. You were sure to stick with the shorts. But like I say, now that you done said all that, what you gonna do? Cause you can't. You said hey, you trying to figure out a way to come up with a call strategy. What you gonna do? You gonna go back and put in the stick time and find this call strategy, or you just gonna say nah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna short. All I'm doing is short. What you gonna do?
I'm be honest, man. It's a whole lot easier short.
That's it. Short game.
Yeah,
Be
it is.
a 100 say be a beast.
Yeah, I
Be a beast.
mean,
Don't be a
dude.
bull or a bear. Be a beast.
Hey, I made it this far in the market short, man. I'm like, man, you know how they say sometimes just stick with what you know.
Stick with what
I
you
know,
know. You feel me?
I know short. I know short. I can give you a strategy and tell you which. I can look at the stock now today and say, okay, you need to short that. For be like, here's
Okay.
I'm like, I done seen it. Trust me. Give it a minute. Short it. Boom.
Boom. You
It's just
got it. That's
one,
your
two
strategy.
percent. Keep going.
I applaud you for sticking to your guns. My sweetie said, I'm gonna drop this off to you. What my sweetie said. She said, don't get discouraged. Right. And I just had a conversation with my son yesterday. He made a mistake at practice and he got in the truck, he got in the car beating himself up. Got in the car
Mhm.
beating himself up because he made a mistake in practice. He going hard. He want to make the varsity squad this year. He don't want to wait till next year. So every time he make a mistake on the practice field, he beat himself up because he feel like he gonna mess up his chance to be on the squad, right? He ain't
Mhm.
said that, but I know my son, right? So you you as far as not being discouraged, right? When you know I'm a shorter, you just said I'm a stick with shorten. I applaud you for sticking to what you know, right? You are shorter. Shorten is your thing. Now, don't beat yourself up when if the market running and then you ain't in that. Don't beat yourself up. Be like, man, I should have sat down and took the time to learn how to do this call stuff because it ain't giving me no good shorts now. Nah, don't beat yourself up. Sit there and wait for your trade. You see what I'm saying? Sit there and wait for your trade. And when you see your trade, go in and get your money. What does that mean? If you're not gonna be able to participate in these big run-ups because you can't figure out how to get in and participate, that means when your setup come to the downside, that means you may have to go a little bit heavier so that you can you know what I'm saying, you can stack up your chips, and when the harvest plenty is for you, so that when the harvest getting kind of thin on the short side, now you ain't got to worry about trying to chase it or put a lot of risk on when you trying to develop, if you want to dab your toe into trying to doing these calls. You know what I'm saying? You sit back, you wait on your time, and when you see your A plus setup, you go in heavy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like over leverage and risk too much, but you put on more contracts to get the bigger reward, you know what I'm saying, on the short side, because you know that's your A plus setup, and then know when to get out. Okay,
Well,
it's
I
time
agree
to.
with you on that.
You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely
And look
feel you
at
on
100 top, what I'm done for the day. and then one thing, okay, and then think about it like this right here. I just saw a comment in there. Somebody said start buying leaps, right? I want to say this to everybody. I want to say this to everybody, not just you, right? When it comes to buying leaps, right? You have you have to treat leaps just like you treat short-term trades. What you texting me 100? You got to treat leaps like short-term trades. You can't get into the idea of I'm gonna put on this leap and I'm gonna get 2,000%. It ain't 2020. It's not 2020. 2020 was an anomaly. You see what I'm saying?
that.
I just closed some leaps. Right? And they was for 2024. And some people may be looking at me like, man, why did you close a 2024? I closed a 2024 because it's like I'm a trader. When I get my profit and it hits my target that I set, I'm out of there. I'm not gonna give that money back just to try to struggle to make it again. Give me my profit now. When I get my next pullback, I'll get back in. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to trading leaps, like you're shorter, right? You short the market, right? So
Right.
one strategy for you to try to get into, like, maybe easing into calls that's a little bit easier, right? When you see your opportunity to short, let's just say we hit this 200-day moving average, we get up here, the market super oversold, and let's just say you short the market and the market just dumped until the end of September, right? If the market just dumped to the end of September and you shorted the market all the way down, right? When the market starts to bounce, take some of your profits that you just made from shorting the market because it dumped all September, and then buy some leaps then when the market done tanked like 10% or so, 7 to 10%. Then take a little bit of your profits that you got from shorten the market, and then buy you a leap then, and then just let that sit there for a while. Because if the market just tanked 10%, you know what I'm saying, it's going to bounce back, and you buy your leap when it just tanked, you know what I'm saying, this 10%, then now you don't have to keep that leap on to 2024. You ain't got to keep it, you know what I'm saying, when it get back up and we get back to the breaking structure, or we get back and make a new high, man, sell that thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold on to it trying to get 1,000%. If you buy a leap and you get up 25%, man, get out of there. What bank gonna give you 25% in a couple months? You know what I'm saying?
None
Everybody
of them.
want to get these phenomenal gains, and we losing money out here. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
But
Hey,
yeah,
so all right,
do your
it's
short
doing
thing,
something.
man. Say
Let me
what?
ask you this. All right, so
I don't know why I
like,
keep putting my ear to the mic when trying to hear you, the speaker over there.
can you hear
But
me?
go ahead.
All right, so looking at the QQQ, I'm right now. I'm really just trying to get your mindset of looking at something. All
Do I
right,
need to pull
so
out my
it's
crystal ball for you?
no.
Okay.
This is actual on the chart because I
Okay.
read charts. Like I don't like I'm a day trader. I didn't realize what happens 5 6 months from me. I don't really care. I'm looking at what's going on for the day, basically.
Okay. What time
When I
frame I
start
need to go
swinging,
to?
all right, I'm on the 15 on the QQQ. All right, so I drew out a fair value gap on the from yesterday. Um, it starts at 330 and 77 cents, and it goes up to probably like 332.33. So right now, currently the market is sitting in that. Just from you and your experience, you think that I mean, like if you're looking at this, what are you telling yourself? I want to sit back and wait, or this just not my setup,
You said
or
from
I'm gonna
yesterday?
take a long. Yeah.
Um, okay, we right now we trading here. If I'm looking at the wrong day. Okay, there you go. All right. So right here,
Right here,
we in
right
this
there.
fair value. Yeah, we in a fair value
Yeah.
gap right now.
So what's
So
your mindset when you looking at that right now? I mean,
all
like
right,
you saying,
let me mark this out real quick. We got that fair value gap there, and then we got one right there. Okay, so we got two of them right there like that. Okay, so now looking at this right here, right? If I'm bullish
mm-hmm,
on if I'm bullish on this, I'm looking to buy off that.
mm-hmm,
This fair value gap right here, right? Okay, you got two ways you can look at it, right? If
okay,
you if you want to make an entry here, like okay, look, Timmy Rogers looking at this right here. We came up, we broke structure right here, right? We came back down past the breaking structure. We got into this fair value gap, right? I would be looking to enter off of this fair value gap here, either the top or the bottom of the gap, with my risk being down near. Like here, there is like we came up to this fair value gap here and we pushed back down. So now I will be looking to buy, like if I'm bullish on it, I will be looking to buy a call or buy, like if I'm trading the NQ, buy up, and then my risk would be 1 point below this swing low right here.
mm-hmm,
Right, my risk will be 1 point below this swing low right here. If that's within my risk tolerance, I'm just gonna put the line here. Boom, somewhere it's below that swing low, and then my target for this trade right here would be right. That's my target at this breaking structure right there, and I
mm-hmm.
would start managing. I would start managing right here at that point right there. I would start managing at that point right there if I was bullish on it, because and the reason why I say if I'm bullish, because it's like we open up and then we start coming down. You know, my style is I want to come down before I go up, right?
Right.
So coming down, I see I got 1 2 fair value gaps stacked on top of each other. So we come down at the open, we drop down, hit the fair value gap that I'm looking to buy. I'm looking to buy off this fair value gap right here with my risk being down here. Now coming back up, this my ultimate target because that's the first breaking structure right there. But I'm gonna be managing here because it's got a breaking structure right there on the 845 candle and a fair value gap. So I'm expecting when it get there, it's gonna bounce back down. That's what's going through my mind. Retest this breaking structure, bounce back down. But if that fair value gap fail, that's why my ultimate target is up here at this breaking structure.
Okay. Okay. They just there's I'm just curious. Like I said, I'm still learning, man. And like I said,
We all still learning, man.
I'm shorting, but is this is interesting me because I know eventually I do have to have a call strategy. I do, but I'm okay sitting back, kind of waiting to develop itself right now. Okay.
Okay, and then peep this right here. Peep this right here. Like the same strategy that I just said for this setup right here. This a 15-minute setup, right? Now,
Right.
if these was daily candles, that'll be my exact same approach. It'll just take days. It'll be like this to break structure. It will be like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 days for this to play out. And now I just bought my calls right here. on this
Right.
11th day. Soon as it got down here, I just bought my calls, right? So now I'm waiting all these days for it to play out. Is it coming down and stopping me out? Is it moving up to my point? It's the exact same thing. I'm doing the exact same thing, but instead of minutes or hours, excuse me, it'll be days waiting for it to set up.
Okay.
Just like remember on the spy, remember back on the spy, let me put it back on daily. Back on the spy when I said I missed my entry right here. Remember
Yeah, I
when we was
remember that
coming
day.
up and I
Yeah,
was
because
like,
you was
when we
helping
come
out
back to
credit.
this breaker, we come back to this fair value gap, this gonna be my entry to go long, right? So it
Right.
took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to get there. I missed my entry and that booger took off and ran. You see what I'm saying? If I'd have went long here, I would have been out here. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been out during this consolidation. But if I
Right.
had the intestinal fortitude to hold it, I went long here and it's still going. You see what I'm saying? But Timmy Rogers out when we got to this consolidation, I'm gone. I'm out of there. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same. You see, it's the same strategy. We broke the structure. We came back, test the structure at a fair value gap, and then we went up. It's the exact same strategy, but it's just built out over days instead of over minutes.
Okay. I got you. Okay. Appreciate it, my guy.
I
Appreciate it.
appreciate you, man. There's somebody needed to hear this conversation, man. I always appreciate you for pulling up, man. You pull up with the good questions, man. Even though you be like, man, you don't even call me. You pull up with the
Hey
good,
man,
but yeah.
you got two boys, man. You know how we are, man. Sometimes we gotta learn from experience versus
Hey
letting
man,
talk
that's
people,
why I
man.
told you, do you. Like don't let nobody sway you. That's one thing when it comes to this market. Don't let nobody sway you from being you. But like I said, one, don't don't try to force yourself to get into calls when you know you can't do it, and don't beat yourself up because it's running and you ain't in nothing. You know what I'm saying? The market always give you an opportunity to the upside and the downside. Just because it's like me, I don't be knowing how to swing puts, and I be sitting up there crying when the market just be falling and falling and falling and falling. You know what I'm saying? Like I may get me a day trade here and there, and I'll be like, man, I wish I would have stayed in that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how to swing put. So I'm like, hey man, I took my profit, I'm gone. But don't beat yourself up if you decide I ain't taking no calls. But like I say, just to like dibble into calls when you short the market, after you done shorted the market, like just say if you start shorting the market, just say today, and the market fall into the end of September, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then take a little bit of that profit and buy you a leap so that way, around that time, the way the market trading right now, we might have a very interesting Santa Claus rally this year. You know what I'm saying? Because we done ran up so hard now, this booger got to pull back. And if it pulled back during September and October, November and December gonna be real interesting. You feel me?
I definitely do, my brother. I definitely do.
Yeah,
Cool,
man.
cool.
But I'm getting
Well, I'll be
hungry,
back
man.
on
So
in, man. But I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you. I ain't kicking you off, but I'm really kicking you off.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get rid of Star Trade, man.
All right, then. Hey, man. I hope somebody got something out of this, man. I appreciate Towns for always pulling up, coming with the serious questions, man. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, man. If everybody in this investor community would just be humble enough to say, man, I don't know everything. Brother, sister, how you see this, man? How, we out here doing the same thing. What's the harm in asking your cousin, man, how you see this? Man, how would you look at this? You know what I'm saying? Be humble enough to ask people that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. Like I say, the homie Zay, I be asking Zay stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me and Zay have conversations. I be asking people. I ask PDub stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stock, baby. I ask people stuff, man. I don't know everything, but I appreciate people pulling up. And man, if y'all know it or not, when y'all pull up and ask me a question, it make me use Manuta more, and it really helps me. I mean, y'all helping me more than I'm helping you, I feel like, because I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. I'm just doing Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's all I am. You see what I'm saying? And when y'all ask me this stuff, it make me, you know what I'm saying, time for serious. Man, y'all, I'm in the middle of my, I'm in the middle of my Russell Simmons talk, and you coming with this. I see you. I see you here to learn this shit. I feel you. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. What's the day? Tuesday. Today, Tuesday. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all tonight for the price action recap. Yeah, you think it's funny, Tasha? I ain't fun to go back through these. I ain't fun to go back through the comments. So I see y'all tonight at 7:30. Y'all trade safe, man. The market hopefully give me what I want so I can start scaling into some positions. But y'all trade safe, and I'll see y'all tonight at 7:30. Gone.